So here's the outside of the store. Nice little sign, pretty sweet. As always, we've got Rockstar Kristen coming along for the ride. Cybertron is pretty well rounded. They do have a nice selection of current and retro games. And we're going to take a look at a little bit of everything.
Not for Xbox One though, interesting. That's one I got.
There's a games under $5 section here, your Battlefields, your Assassin's Creeds, and oh wow, sports games. Really digging this vintage world of Nintendo sign. Unfortunately, it wasn't for sale. And of course, the section that'll always have a piece of my heart, the original NES. These racks are full of lower value games, so if you're just looking to beef up your collection, or if you're just trying to get started, this is perfect. We've got a similar setup here for some Super Nintendo cartridges.
This one's in Espanol. It's not.
Star Wars Battlefront was 95 cents, so we're probably going to grab one just to beef up the Xbox One collection. This little case here was full of repros. I'm not against them, I think I have a couple in the collection somewhere, but I'm not going to pay ungodly amounts of money for one. I don't know if that Mario Tennis is a repro, I didn't know they made Virtual Boy repros, but if they do, definitely let me know down in the comments. Here we've got some complete Game Boy games. That Dennis the Menace is looking pretty slick. And of course, a sea of loose cartridges.
It's awesome.
Here we have some of the more expensive games. Chip 'n Dale 2, Donkey Kong Jr. Math, some other black box titles too. We got a few complete Genesis games, we got some complete NES games, that Power Glove always looking good, and we got retro consoles here as well. Complete in box consoles, man, I really got my eyes on that NES Deluxe set. Got a bunch of handhelds here, mostly Game Boys and 3DS's. That Game & Watch is looking pretty sweet though. Some Dreamcast games, I'm not super familiar, but I do see a few recognizable titles. I'll take that Phantasy Star for OG Sega though. Big shout out to Echo the Dolphin Defender of the Future on PS2, just because the soundtrack is super awesome. Go online and find it if you can and listen. So we ended up with a couple of things. We got Golden Nugget Casino / Texas Hold'em Poker on Game Boy Advance, just because it was under $5 and the box was pretty minty fresh, as you can see here. Elder Scrolls, 95 cents. Star Wars Battlefront, 95 cents. Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe, 95 cents. Life is Strange 2, this is one of Rockstar Kristen's picks. She's really into this series, so we had to snag this one for $9.95.
It's awesome. It's awesome.